Hi, I'm Nicola Cairncross.
Hi, hello, hey, hi.
I'm going to talk to you about success. Yes. Hi everyone, it's Nicola here, and it's Tuesday in Greece and it's a lovely day outside. I'm looking forward to walking down the hill shortly to go to my friend Steph's house where we'll be interviewing two authors, one of which is a science fiction author, so I'm really looking forward to that. She wrote a book called Manumission and I'm just reading it at the moment, so really looking forward to that. It's for Write Club, of course. I'm over at nicolacairncross.com. I've just finished a fairly major project which I'll tell you about in the middle section. Oh, and there's the opportunity, if you want to talk about your business marketing, to book yourself into my diary just for a week or so. So go to nicolacairncross.com/diary. No obligation, no nothing. I just want to talk to entrepreneurs about their marketing challenges at the moment to see what they are facing. So speak to you soon, hopefully, and just go along there and book yourself in. So I've got this client who is thinking of joining Clicks and Leads Academy, and he has emailed me, he's watched a lot of my videos, he's downloaded all my free books, and we've had a strategy session together at which I think I proved to him that I've got lots of great ideas on how he can market his business. We talked for a while about how he could do the Be Everywhere Online concept because he wants to remain anonymous because he has actually a full-time job, and yes, it is possible to do that. So then he just said to me, can you just give me a quick roundup of the expenses I can expect to incur over the next year? So I did that too, and he came back to me and he's still thinking about it. Now, I'd like to just talk for a minute about the opportunity cost of delaying things. Yes, you don't want to jump into things too quickly, but when you've done a really decent amount of research and you know that perhaps this is the person you want to be mentored by, this is the thing you want to achieve, this is the way you want to go about it, every single day that goes past now is a day where you're not making money from the extra sales you would have made in your business. And that's called an opportunity cost. And delay is increasingly expensive. The other thing that this client mentioned was that he was thinking about joining up before Christmas when I was telling everyone that the membership fees were going to go up in January, but he just didn't make the decision. Now, this client is typically a perfectionist, I think, because he sounds like he likes to think things through and he wants to get things right. But at some point you have to decide that there is actually no way you can tell what is the right decision. I had a momentous decision myself this week to make, which I will tell you about in next week's Vzine. But today I just wanted to encourage you to think of every day that you're not making a decision, you are probably losing or spending too much money. So if you've got a business and you're trying to grow it and you've got an idea in mind for how you can grow that business, every day that you don't take action and test out that idea is one day less that you're making the extra sales in the business. Now, even if you get it wrong and it doesn't make extra sales in your business, that's one idea less that you've tested. So even if you fail on 9 ideas and you win on the 10th idea, it's better to have tried and failed and put things into action and eliminated that idea from your inquiries, as it were, then on the 10th one you probably wouldn't have got there if you hadn't done the other 9 first. And if the 10th one's a real humdinger and it really makes you a lot of extra money, then the opportunity cost of not having got there through the failures would be huge. I'm going to wrap this up now because they've just started sawing the old olive groves out the back, and we are trying to keep this under 10 minutes, so hopefully I've got across the concept of delay is increasingly expensive. What's on the blog and podcast this week? Vzine issue 51 is all about how all marketers are evil. You've got to get over yourself about selling. I talked quite a bit about it in this Vzine because one of my nieces has just gone for a sales job and I wanted to give her as much support and encouragement as I could. My daughter's also applying for various part-time jobs, and she was saying to me, after 5 years in hospitality, the question was, have you done any sales? And I said, well, of course you have. If you're in hospitality, you're constantly encouraging people to have another drink, to have fries with that, would you like some pudding, etc. Because that is all sales is, as I cover in Vzine 51. Go and check it out, I talk about that quite a lot. On Own It, episode 164, we are talking about what it takes to make a successful membership site, what it takes to sell the membership in the first place, and what it takes in terms of software and hosting and all that stuff. Does it really take as much as some people think if you do the Rolls-Royce version, which I did for a while, or can you trim it right back and keep your overheads low? So if you're interested in building a community with a recurring income on the back of what else you're doing for your business, go and check it out. ownitthepodcast.com/164. That's pretty much it for this week. Let's pray she can get it under 10 minutes. Bye!